Madam Kotseva, several EU member states are currently planning significant increases in public spending, particularly under the label of defense investments. So these initiatives, we see them in the context of concerns about EU competitiveness and unresolved questions around the repayment of instruments such as NextGenerationEU and the RRF. So from a statistical and empirical perspective, could you share what historical evidence suggests about the relationship between large-scale debt increase and sovereign bond interest rates? And what does this data indicate regarding the impacts of central bank asset purchasing programs on price stability in the euro area? And last but not least, you spoke about price statistics and housing, which was developed in the debate. And price statistics leads us to the questions of real purchasing power. So based on Eurostat's long-term data, if we would take citizens' real purchasing power and the cost of living of the people in the EU, if we take this as the prime concern, what would your policy suggestions be on these huge debts? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Благодаря. I will answer in English as well. A number of very pertinent questions, but maybe not for Director General of Eurostat, because our role, you touched several policy areas, our role is to provide the solid, comparable, timely data on which analysis, which will answer to questions like you raised, could be taken, and policy decisions could be taken. In that respect, as concerns the RRF, as you mentioned, one have to make a difference between the work which is done by our colleagues in the Commission to assess the milestones in doing the reforms and disbursement of the funds. Eurostat we just record the expenditures. We record when it has happened. And we are not policy DG, which decide on the success of the using of RRF, if I understood, of course, your question correctly. In that respect as well, when you speak about price stability and you mention ECB, concerning the policy, the question has to be, made to ECB. What is our role? Is to ensure that price statistics is robust, is relevant, and capture all the elements. Therefore, in addition to our regular business, there were previous questions, and you actually raised a question about inflation, whether we are sure in the quality of inflation data and how we ensure that. Yes, we are. Because as Eurostat, together with our partner statistical offices, we set definitions, we set methods, we even include in the law some of the methods, and then we have our mechanism regularly to check whether when data are submitted to Eurostat, whether they are robust. But also, in addition to that, we have missions mechanism. We go every 2 years to a country to have a profound mission about inflation data. And then we also, of course, ask the member states for quality reports, and we have questions and answers regularly to see that data are robust. So this is our role, our modest role. And then the other questions which concern the policy in my capacity as Director General of Eurostat, and this is part of professional independence, by the way, and objectivity. I always refrain from going to political statements or giving political advices. Although I am a European citizen, I am passionate about European project, but our role is to be professional, objective, and to provide the data. Thank you very much.